Happy Tuesday, everyone. This is Pit Life Radio, brought to you at IntellectualRadio.com. We want to thank everybody for tuning in with us on today. I'm your host, Prayers with the Z, and I have my beautiful co-host, Nicey, with me
Hey,
today.
how are you?
I'm doing good. How you doing
I'm
today?
great. I'm great. Thank you.
I missed last week. I'm
You
so glad to
did.
be back.
You did.
It was
You
an awesome
did.
show.
It was a great show, but we
Very,
missed our leader. So,
very show.
yeah. And we're missing animals. So, shout out to you. And we hope to see you back soon. We love you.
Next week.
Awesome.
Awesome. And this is Pit Life Radio, People in Touch, where we always try to bring you great things that's going around, and always letting you know what we got going on in the world. And we
Another
did
one.
too.
We did too.
Right.
Did we do two?
We did no. Last week we did Brotherhood Sisterhood did that. For that Nature Finest Day. Right. Which doing both of these fundraisers, we
Hmm.
was able
We surpassed.
our goal was 300.
Our goal was 300.
What is it? Four? What is
That's
it?
my drum roll. Wait. We have 450 bags
Awesome.
collected.
Awesome.
So thank you to everybody. We're going to take a quick minute and just thank everybody who donated, everybody.
Right.
And each time they came, they brought more supplies and they brought people with them. So to everybody who came out from Pit Life who supported, a huge thank you to Mr. Jackson over at the Rita Center where we'll be hosting our picnic. We want to thank the city. A lot of donors commit to donating bags and kits and things so that we can make this day successful. So it takes a lot of hands.
We actually had some people never been out before
Absolutely.
that came out just
Absolutely.
for that.
13031 Western Avenue in Blue Island.
We would love to see 50 more.
We
Can we
would
can we
love
get
Can we get
500?
50? I think we can do 500. So
I
we're
think we
going
can do.
for 500. We're going for 500. Okay. So we want you to,
Yes.
you get great music, you get family, you get fun. It's just an awesome time.
And even if you're not able to make it before this show is over, best believe you will have all our information. We don't mind picking it up. We don't mind meeting you somewhere.
Yes,
So, yeah,
we will come to you.
this week
Did you?
and picked up some bags. And like that's because so we were able to come out. We'll meet you. We have so many people that's aboard. We want to thank everybody in my organization that put forth an effort to make this go.
Yes.
The back to school committee, awesome job. Awesome job to you because you sat in almost every meeting
Every meeting, every meeting.
before you
And they're
came here.
so that before I will come here, I will go to meetings. Detailed, and part of it was me because I'm very detailed. So I want to know everything down to who's giving what and where and how much we have. And our meetings that we had, the bigger it became. Like it literally took on a life of we were coming to them really hoping to use their space. And from that, we got their aldermen, we got their fire department, we got their Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts. We've got people in the community who are associated with the Rita Center who heard about what we were doing and wanted to participate. So it's really a lot bigger than Pit Life, but it's rooted in Pit Life.
You
And
actually
so
can
that's a
see
great
how we're going
thing.
to be able to do so much more with them.
Absolutely.
Right there. That was a
Yes.
great big step. I want to
Yes.
give a big shout out to my COO of Pit Life,
Yes.
Eddie Carter, known as Nature,
Nature Boy.
who
Ball games to
even though we
the
lost,
events, even though we lost, and we lost twice.
I would be glad when we finally win. We throw so many things.
But you all got to come out and play.
Right.
You
Well, I
got to
don't
get
play.
you got to, and see, and that's probably why we lose.
I think I'm going to play and we're going
I
to
think
win.
you should play. I think you could put up a couple points here and there, and that may make a
We're
difference.
recruiting basketball players,
Softball
softball
players.
players, We want to win. We always
Yes.
bat a trophy and never get to take it home.
Never take it home. So we put money out.
We actually coming for Netflix and chill. We're coming for our softball. We're coming for that. Well,
Taking it
August
back.
25th, we're coming for it, right?
August 25th.
So we will be coming for our trophy August 25th. So we let Mike McAdoo and Netflix and chill know we're coming for
We're
our
coming.
trophy. But yeah, I just want to thank him for all that he do. He does an awesome job in getting these together.
Yes.
So
So let's.
August 25th,
Mm-hmm.
Saturday,
Yes.
John Reeder Center. What's the address?
2805 West First Street in Blue Island.
We will be there from 12 p.m. to 7 p.m. We will
Tell them what we have.
Oh, we got jumping. Well, oh, we got boxing rings out there this time
a
for
full
the
boxing ring,
full
a full
boxing ring,
size boxing
full
ring
boxing ring.
with tutorial,
Mm-hmm.
and they're gonna do an actual match.
Right.
Yes.
And then you get to bring your kids. You can sign up that day.
Yes.
If you like, the Boy Scouts will be out there. Girl Scouts. You can sign up that day for that. We food,
bouncy houses, face painting. We have a 3-on-3 basket. We've got a softball game. We were trying to get some volleyball so we could see what Shanice's girls do, but we weren't able to do that this time. So we'll try to get it around the next time. But we have so much going. Oh, we have, I believe, the mayor's coming out.
Oh yeah, the mayor.
We've got some aldermen who have donated bags and kits for us. They're coming out. We were told that the fire department is coming out and they're going to have a big fire truck with the whole ladder extended and the whole nine. So everybody can I'm looking forward to it. And then the park itself is nice.
Mm-hmm.
So there's plenty of space for the kids to run around and play. They also have like a little water thing. It's supposed to be 85 degrees and sunny. We were expecting rain. So going on, I think it's going to be super, super great.
Let somebody know that you know where they could go, get some school supplies for their kids, and a great time. So tell your, you see how many we got.
Yes.
That's how many people we need. And what is it? 400 and be out.
But we got the Brotherhood, but we've also got the Blue Island going to be there helping to secure. So completely safe environment. And for me, they really wanted the parents that this is a safe environment. Bring your children. They do not in a space where it's off the street. Again, like we said, we've got security and things that play there. We're going to have food until it's out of food. Let's play around. You can be carefree for a minute and you can leave with a book bag and a few supplies courtesy of Pet Life. So please consider coming and telling a friend, bringing your kids, cousins, parents want. So I'm excited part of it.
You're going to have a ball. The last one was great, but from seeing, so we're going to go to a break.
Yes.
And we will be back. So we want to thank you for tuning to Pit Life Radio at IntellectualRadio.com.
Everything must change. Nothing stays the same. Must change. 'Cause nothing or no one goes unchanged. The young become the old. And mysteries do unfold. But that's the way of these times. Yes, everyone and everything's got to change. For there are not many things except raindrops from the clouds. The sun lights up the sky, and hummingbirds they fly. Now winter turns to spring. A wounded heart must heal, but never much too soon. Yes, everyone and everything got to change. The young become the old, and mysteries do, all mysteries they unfold. But that's the way of these times. Yes, everyone and everything got to change. For there's not many things right here in this life that we can be so very sure, except raindrops from the clouds, and the sun lights up the sky, and hummingbirds they fly. Raindrops from the clouds, and the sun lights up the sky, and hummingbirds they fly. Every little thing must change. You and me, we've got to change. Well. Every little thing must change. We all must change. This world.
We want to welcome you back to Pit Life Radio, brought to you by IntellectualRadio.com.
Zimra is awesome. I love her.
Beautiful song.
That song that was just playing before we came back in was from Zimra. She is our host. Well, she's the host for the show before us. It comes on from what, 6 to 7?
Mm-hmm.
So she allowed us to be able to play that.
She has a beautiful spirit.
She's a great spirit. She's so incredible.
What's the name of the song?
Everything Must Change from Zimra.
And it must.
Yes.
I believe that everything must change. I truly believe things are going to change.
Indeed. And we're going to be a part of that change.
It's time for a change.
It's time for a change. Speaking of change, it's time for our hot topic. It's Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen.
Hot topic time.
And Tuesdays are hot topics. So our hot topic today is about threesomes. And I just want to say I did not pick this topic. But it is about threesomes. So we're going to spice it up a little bit today. So the question on the table is, what would you do if your partner suggested a threesome? Now, you and I both know that threesomes is something that is becoming more of a prevalent thing to do. It's like becoming more, I don't know if it's becoming more popular or what it is. I'm not really sure. Okay. But it is a topic. It is something that is being discussed, and it's being discussed early on. Like, you can meet somebody, decide you're going to go out on a date, and one of the questions that they will ask you will not be, how many sisters and brothers do you have, or are your parents still married? One of their questions will be, do you like threesomes? What's your opinion about threesomes?
So is it more popular now or just more talked about?
I don't know. I'm not for certain. I think people are more free in talking about it, but I don't know if it's more popular.
I think they've been around a long time.
It's possible that I mean, okay, so let's be real, okay? Everybody in this room has at one point or another watched a porno flick, correct? Yes, you have.
Okay.
Okay. So we all have watched them. We've seen them. It's not something that's new. This is not something that's just been introduced, but it is something that is becoming more of a regular thing, something that people are
A trend.
incorporating. It is a trend. That's a perfect word because it's not so much a lifestyle as it is something that is trending. It is popular to have said that you did a threesome with your man or you did a threesome with your girl. Okay. So let's see how popular it is. So we did some research,
What we
okay,
got?
on Psychology Today. They did a study with 274 heterosexual men than it is women.
I'm not shocked.
I'm not shocked either. Okay. What I am also not shocked about is that the attitude that men have about threesomes, they are more willing to do it with two women as opposed to doing it with their girl and their man. So let's talk about that. Let's ask you if your partner proposed the idea of a threesome, what would you do? How would you do it? And why?
I'm going to do it.
Okay.
I
And
would
you're
not
going to do
disappoint
it
her.
because.
I would not disappoint her. You ask, you get.
Okay. So let's say that the reason why she asked is because at some point in your relationship, you mentioned wanting to do it. And in her being so enamored and in love with you, she figures that the best way to please you is to propose the idea.
Well, that's when I win. She's doing it just for me. I don't want to do it. Only way I would want to do it if she wants it just as much as I do. I don't want to go into a threesome. You doing it just to satisfy me, because sometimes in those situations, I feel that could probably backfire.
Okay.
Have you ever had a threesome?
I have not.
Oh, sorry. You,
Why did you
she's not trending right now.
wait? No, I'm not sure. In fact, that might trend. Camila's never had a threesome. I don't why did you sigh so hard? I'm
Because
confused.
actually, what made me laugh, because when you do ask people that nowadays, it's not too many who you run into that'll say no.
Okay.
I think a lot
So
of people are. That's, to me, it's like the norm for people in relationships to have stepped in and did things like that, threesomes.
do you think that threesomes is done as a result of trying to keep their man from cheating without them or their woman from cheating without them? You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of, let's say you have couples who, let's say my man comes to me and says, Camille, I want to do a threesome. And I say, no. Okay. But would I consider doing it because I'm afraid that he would be out one day without me and find some woman who's talking about a threesome, just random, some woman that he's attracted to. She's beautiful and she's talking about a threesome. And now his interest is piqued. Would that cause a woman to decide, you know what? Let me go ahead and do this because if I don't do it, he's going to find another woman that's going to do it.
True,
And he might do it.
true. But see, in my situation, it was the woman who wanted the threesome,
Okay.
because she had already encountered with being with a woman before.
Okay.
So she had she been with women. So when
So it
she
was
did it,
familiar.
she was bringing it into the spice for me. Like, I'm gonna give you something that I love to do anyway.
Okay.
So it's like still getting what they want at the same time. I got my man. I still give me a little spice with a woman here and there. Most of the time, every time I did ever be involved, and not a lot. It's not a lot, but when I did be involved in a threesome, it was the woman who
Who initiated it?
who initiated it.
Really?
They found the person.
Now that's an interesting thing that you. When we did this poll on Facebook in the group, and we asked what women would agree to doing a threesome with their man, a lot of our women said if they could pick the female, they would be willing to consider it. Not so much do it, but if they could pick the female, they would. Does that make a difference?
Because they're gonna be attracted to the person. They're gonna be drawn to the person. It would not just be about him. Because I had threesomes backfire.
Okay.
I had threesomes go great.
Wrong. Okay.
But when they backfired, it was because it was too much about me, and the woman didn't feel that she had enough involved. I didn't bring you in this bedroom just to tend to this man. I brought you in the bedroom to tend to both of us.
Wow.
So you have to be careful with threesomes. You know,
You
threesomes
do. I
will
agree.
backfire on you at the same
I
time.
agree.
Then I've been through a situation where when they was fed up with the person, you know, like we think that it was time to end, and then they was ready to end it, but then I wasn't ready to end it now. But
So it
it's like
became a
it's time.
division.
So you got to be careful when you step into that in a relationship. You have to be careful when you step into that area if you've never been in that area
And you know
before.
what? I really think that that is the gray area that nobody wants to talk about because there's such an erotic attitude towards being able to experience somebody outside of your relationship in your relationship that you don't think about. Okay, well, what if she starts liking this person more than she likes me? What if he starts digging on her more than he's digging on me and I'm the one that's in the relationship? I think these are things that we don't, or I won't say we, but threesomes don't think about because they're so turned on at just the idea of being able to say that they did it.
Okay, now you said you never been in
I have
one.
never been in
So it's a
one.
great question for you. If you was in a relationship and your mate brought to you that they wanted a threesome, what you gonna do?
Let me tell you something, sir. I don't know if you're watching, but the answer is no.
Wow.
No.
It's hard out here.
It is hard.
Why?
Why? I have an old fashioned way of thinking, I guess you could say. And it doesn't have anything to do with my upbringing or anything that I've seen because I've never seen my parents or anybody that I know from my parents' generation do anything like this. I don't know anything about
They
that.
was very private
They
back then.
had to have been private. And shout outs to the parental keep it a secret because you hit it very well. But no, I have a thing about sharing. I think that there are certain things that I should not be sharing with the general public. And one of those things is the man that I'm with and the relationship that I'm with. Cherish that. I keep that sacred. There are certain things that I keep outside of my relationship for the purposes of preserving my relationship and the that we have. So I wouldn't bring anything from the outside in. The other caveat to it too is that I think most women who have been cheated on are going to be more likely to be hesitant. And I also think that they would do it to please you, but not really because they want to do it.
So you wouldn't be worried, like you said earlier, about him going out and doing it anyway?
No, because I'm not afraid to say you can go and do it. You can't come back here, but you can go do it. You can do it without me and enjoy yourself. And I hope you have fun. But no, I can't do that. So I mean it there for me there has to be a boundary. There has to be a wall where we decide that we're going to keep things sacred amongst us. And I feel like bringing other people in that sacredness. So no, I would not do it. I would
So
not
no
do it.
spice too. You're not
I'm not
bringing
saying
that.
that we wouldn't have I'm not saying that we wouldn't have spice. We're going to have a lot of spice.
Would you be mad if he kept pushing on it?
He wouldn't.
Say he asked you and you say
Okay.
no. Would you be mad if he kept pushing on having that threesome?
Let me tell you about the man that loves Camille. Okay. The man that loves Camille honors and respects my no. So when I say, no, we're not going to do, I don't want to do it. See in the discussion for me. Now, if he decides to step outside of our relationship and, like I presented earlier, meet somebody who has decided that they want to do it and he wants to do it with them, he better keep it from me.
You never done a threesome.
I've never done a threesome. Have I thought about it? But then there's that too. I have thought about it, but I don't want to do it. But then there's that too. I would do it. I would probably be more apt to do it if I was single. Really? I would probably be more apt to do it if I was single. I'm not
Okay.
single.
Oh, so you okay? I see what you're saying. So if it's your man,
If it's my man, no.
no.
If I was single, I would possibly explore.
But how do that work if you're single? Like, so you said
Because
you
when
do you
I'm single,
choose
I don't
just-
have anybody to answer to except me.
So if you were single, you would end up the person that would end up in a threesome with a couple. In other
No,
words,
I don't. I really can't say that.
no, because
It
listen, if you're
It
single,
depends. There could be people who just who just vibe off of each other. Like me and you could be somewhere and vibe off of each other. We could having a conversation with another female that's present, and we all decide. And let's say, you know how we do. Conversation gets to have. We get to drinking a little bit. Some things get to being said. Who
so
knows
that's what I
what
want to
could
ask you now.
happen?
What if somebody? I'm going to ask you a question. I might be going on.
Okay.
What if a couple
Mhm.
approached you, their bedroom, to be part of their threesome?
Probably not. Probably not. No.
But that's no strings attached. I mean, it's not your
There's
man.
there's no strings attached on my end. I can't just think about me, and that's in life, period. I cannot just think solely about nicety. I have to think about how that woman is really going to feel, even if she comes to me. Let's be honest, ladies, okay? Before we go to break, let's be honest. The majority of us, I don't care how we present it to our men about doing a threesome. If you are honest with yourself, the majority of you are not okay with it. And we can discuss that when we come back too from break. But I'm telling you right now, the majority of you all are not okay. And you all are lying to yourselves if you say that you are.
Well, once again, thank y'all for tuning in to Pit Life Radio, brought to you by IntellectualRadio.com. We're going to take this break and we'll be right back.
And in this morning, a nigga holding up the soul black. You say that I inspire you alive, but in your own way. You have also touched my heart, and no one can say what we ever had together today. We have only one more, and I'll never let my guard down. No, never, no, never. No, I'll never let us fall down. No, never, no, never. People say I got a pretty face, but I do a Sugar Ray, baby. People say I got a pretty face, but I do a Sugar Ray. How we had most will never realize, couldn't explain. Oh, even if they tried, this is why I'll do what must be done. The game of love we have already won. I'll never let the guard down. No, never, no, never. No, I'll never let us fall down. No, never, no, never. But I do a Sugar Ray, baby. People say I got a pretty face, but I do a Sugar Ray. Thinking about everything you did to get by, trying to figure how to make it to the crowd. There's a thing that's slow and ain't worth the trouble. We both need each other, but we tired of the struggle. But through it all, we knew if we had nothing, and we were still riding down. That's saying something. Ain't no the fight, we know we ain't no contenders. Heavyweight, undisputed, ain't no pretender. Yeah. Say I got a pretty face, but I do a Sugar Ray, baby. People say I got a pretty face, but I do a Sugar Ray.
Pit Life Radio at intellectual.com, where we're having our hot topic at the moment.
And it's hot. It's hot.
Well, we're asking you, if your mate asked you for a threesome, what would you say? Would you do it? So far, I agree, yes. And once again, nicety
You said once again.
is always going to be opposite. And
I'm
she
not always-
says no. So, fellas, get out of inbox, the ones who wants threesome.
Okay. Okay. That's
She's
fair.
shutting it down.
I'm shutting it all the way down. So before we went to break, I was saying that the majority of women who agree to do threesomes don't really want to do it. And the reason why I feel they don't want to do it is because women are territorial. We don't like. Do you see how Prez, do you see how we act with each other when we find out that a man that we like is talking to another female, whether we know that female or not? We're not mad with a man for stepping outside of the relationship. We get mad with the female. And who are you? And why are you talking to my man? And why are you sending him pictures? And let me let you know that he belongs to me. We do that whole woman to woman situation instead of taking it to the man. So if we're acting like that with a man who is just having conversation with a woman that we don't like, imagine him laying down with a woman while we're there and we're watching him do the things to her that he does to us. And we're telling ourselves that we're okay. We're not okay. We're doing it to please you.
I can agree with that. I can agree with that. But that's what I say. I think it's on the ones who have been with women already, who is more for them too. So a woman like you who not with it, if they was to agree, I could see them being like that, like watching every move, making sure she don't do this. I don't like this. She too close to this. But a woman, to me, that's been with a woman before, she's taking control of that situation.
But
The man sits back and he is partaking in what she wants to do.
But the percentage of women who really want to do it is extremely low. So let's look at the stats.
Okay.
For the website that we chose Psychology Today, okay? 82% of men versus 31% of women are at least interested in the idea,
Okay.
okay? We have men that are more interested in threesomes with another female is higher than men who are interested in a threesome with a male. Then there are women who have had past experiences with threesomes. 24% of men have, 8% of women have had that experience. Do you think that that number has increased?
Yes. When did they do that? 1983?
It wasn't 19, it was 2017.
Okay.
It was 2017.
Okay.
Okay. So Forbes did a report that was in 2017 as well. 26% reported threesome of both men and women. 51% of men reported that they like two females and one male. 17% reported that they want two males and one female. Those numbers are still drastically different. So for me, you're seeing more men that are either initiating it, instigating it, bringing the conversation up, and women are kind of like straggling behind. For those women who are interested in it, those are the ones, that's the 31%. That's the 8% that's agreeing to do. Majority of us are not doing it. We're not.
I know, and it's so rough out here.
It's not rough. It's a preference. It's a preference. And I just really, again, I really think that extremely about their mate.
Yes.
We're not very good at sharing. We don't even want to see another woman. Now, me, I find it flattering when a woman or tries to flirt with my man because my man is fine. But
that act, going through with the whole act is not.
yeah, we're not going to do that.
We're not gonna do.
No,
all
we're not
right.
going to do that at all.
A couple of hugs, kiss on the cheek or something.
I mean, y'all can have a conversation. Let her buy you a drink. It's fine. Cause he's just gonna give it to me.
Yeah, I know that. I mean, you spitting facts because, like I said, I've been in them situations, and I even got told I was doing too much, so it could backfire on you.
And see, in those instances, I'm wondering, women really do it, even with her bringing it to you. Did she really do it because she wanted to do it, or did she do it because she wanted to please you? Because if she wanted to please you, she wants to see you exploring it, and
It's a great woman.
that is well, okay. Okay. In your
Anything for my man. Anything
world,
for my man.
yeah. Okay. So the other part of this is there is, even though there's a majority of men who want to participate in a threesome, that number is decreased when you talk about the ratio of women to men. Okay. There's more women that would prefer to have a threesome with two men as opposed to having a threesome with another woman. Whereas with a man, that man is definitely saying, no, I don't want to do it with another man. And you all say it for selfish reasons.
That's not selfish.
It is
man.
selfish. It is selfish. It is selfish.
Why you say that's selfish?
Okay, so let's talk about we're going to go, we did this, like I said, we posted this in the group chat, and we were talking about, we posed the question about whether or not you would want to do a threesome. And so one of our commenters said that he would not mind doing a threesome if it was two females, but absolutely no if she requested another male. And I asked why. And he said because he did not want to see another man pleasuring his woman. But on the same note, you're asking us, or we're bringing it to you kind of half-heartedly, but you're asking us to watch you please another.
No.
That's one-sided.
No. A threesome is activity amongst everybody. It's not watching this person and watching this person. Everybody is interacting. Why you cannot bring another man into a threesome with me in my bedroom? I can't interact. That's 101.
You can interact with me.
No.
Yes, you
It's
can.
about all activity amongst everybody. So if you just have two men, it's all about you.
No, it may not be.
What?
Because the same way
So
that
you
a
want a
woman,
bisexual man?
no, that's not what I'm saying. I didn't say that I want my man touching another man. What I said is that it's not all about me, because what if this woman, you enjoy pleasure with another female? What if my man wants to see me enjoy pleasure with another man? What's wrong with
Well,
that?
that's not threesome.
It
though.
is a
That's a
threesome.
whole different. That's a
It
whole
is a
different.
threesome.
No, that's not a threesome. Right. That's right. That's a
It's
train.
a train if it's
Right.
more than
That
three
is
people.
a train.
It's a train
Because
if it's
listen,
more. I can't believe
if I'm in a
he
threesome,
said that.
listen, I'm in a threesome, okay, with two women. I'm gonna break it down to you. Never
Okay,
been
break
there,
it
so I'm
down.
gonna
Oh,
show.
well, you
I'm gonna
try
walk you
it.
through it a little bit. What can happen? I can have a woman laying down, okay. I could be on this woman laying down, and the other woman could either be on that woman or she could be on my back, kissing my back, whatever. We're all interacting into
Okay,
this
so in that
situation.
same situation, if I have two men, that man could be on top of me. That other man, I could be pleasuring him in a different way.
So we're not into
We're all interacting with each other.
where's the
Everybody is
mingling though?
still. Why do
No,
you need to mingle with him?
I'm not gonna mingle with
Right.
him.
So if I'm kissing your back and you're pleasuring another female, that's me interacting with you. That's not me
That's
interacting with her.
three. No, listen, what I just said. Okay, let me walk you again. I got
Uh,
you laid down.
Okay.
I'm on top of you.
Okay.
Okay. She could be rubbing your head. She could be doing a lot while she could be touching your breast while she's rubbing my back at the same time. She could be kissing me while she's rubbing your breast.
So
You get what I'm
again,
saying? So we all are touching at the same time.
I really think that you all have a bigger issue about seeing another man pleasure your woman.
No,
I
no, no.
really do. I really do.
I just don't understand how you gonna call a threesome when you take us both in the bedroom
because it's
and it's
more
all
than,
about
because
you.
it's more than because it's three people.
I think that's called
what a threesome is.
selfishness.
It's not so. It's see. It's so not.
You are selfish.
It's so not selfish.
So what? I'm supposed to go.
Really not.
So
selfish.
I'm supposed to go out and pick. You know how the women pick the other
well,
other
first
woman
of all,
for the guys threesome. You know how the women pick.
Well, first of all, let me say this: if my man comes to me and says, "Baby, I really think I'd like to bring him in our bedroom," already you have to go.
Right.
Like you can't stay with me now. If my man brings the idea to me and he's comfortable with saying, "Okay, baby, if you want to have another man, it's cool," and I pick the man.
How do I pick a man?
I said me.
Oh, you pick
female.
The man. Okay.
The female.
Right.
Okay. So,
right.
So at this point,
we're gonna talk about this next Tuesday because this is a whole different subject of what she wants to do. We're gonna go get some statistics for this one that she's talking about.
Because
I'm talking about threesomes today. I don't know where you went.
Okay, so can we agree that a threesome is when you're bringing in an additional person? Can we start there?
We can start there.
Okay, so in bringing in another person, that person can
please both
negative. You're missing my point.
Okay.
That person, a threesome being an additional person added to a bedroom in a sexual manner. That person can either be female or male. That is the three people is what makes it a threesome. And I think you would have to have a bisexual.
I would think the only way you could bring a male into another man's bedroom with his wife or his companion, he's sexual to let that go.
Do you watch porn? You watch porn, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Have you seen threesomes where it's two men and a woman?
No, not threesomes. I've seen a train on a woman.
No, a train is when it's a bunch of guys.
No.
Yes.
One or two. Like the scripture say, one or two gathered together in the same room.
No, you did not bring scripture into a threesome
that is
watching this online.
That is a train.
Okay, you know what? Let's take a break.
I don't even want no break right now because
Let's take a break. We're going to come back. Pit Life Radio and IntellectualRadio.com.
I think you are the one for me. Here's where you ought to be. Here's where you ought to be. I just want to satisfy you, 'cause you're not mine, can't deny it. Know you hear me talking, babe. Love me now or I'll go crazy. Oh, sweet thing. Don't you know you're my everything? Oh, sweet thing. Don't you know you're my everything? I will love you anyway. 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 I wish you were my love. I wish you were my love. I wish you were my lover. But you're so undercover. Let me share my whole life. Let me share my whole life. Damn. Let me share my whole life long to be right or be wrong. I'm only what you make me, baby. I'm only what you make me, baby. Don't walk away, don't be so shady. Don't want your life, don't want your money. These words may sound funny, but oh, sweet thing. Don't you know you're my everything? Oh, sweet thing. Don't you know you're my everything? I will love you anyway.
okay. So if you wait, okay. So Pit Life Radio on IntellectualRadio.com. If you are watching through the live, and it got big shout out to Paul and Earl, because apparently I'm the odd man out on this whole situation, and I'm fine with that. You're out on the okay. Of course you are.
Right.
Of course. Experience and what I think
I wonder
would
how you
like,
feel if you
okay?
came home and caught your man in the bedroom with a.
Let me look.
You talking about I just want to watch.
If I came home and I caught my man with two other women,
Yeah.
is that what you're asking?
No, compared to coming home catching him with another man.
If
and
that
a
other
woman.
man is touching him, he has to go. If that other man is touching the female and both of them are on the female, they have to go. They could go ahead and finish, because I'm never one to mess up
You
nobody's
shouldn't even want
happiness.
your eyeballs to
I
touch
didn't
that
say I
man.
was. I didn't say I was going to watch. I said you can finish.
Oh, you said you don't mind if the guy watch. So that means his
No,
eyes
that is
are
not what I
participating.
said. That's not what I said. I didn't say that on air or off air.
I don't know.
So we're moving on. Okay, so we're going to read some of the responses from our Facebook Pit Life family. Okay.
You got a woman? That was a man.
I have a woman. I have several women, and that's why I was saying I was really intrigued and kind of sort of surprised, but not, for the amount of responses that we got from the females in Pit Life. Okay. So Tia said, let him find a candidate, or she would find a candidate. Okay. Let's see. Danielle Steele said, as long as she chooses the woman. Nino Brown said, love is all about sex the first. So if that's what she wants, I guess I have to do it. And so my question to Nino, or even my question to you, because he may not respond in time. My question to you is, it goes back to whether you were saying that if she was not really into it, you really wouldn't want her to do it, because then she wouldn't really be enjoying it. You wouldn't feel like you were doing what you needed to do to pleasure them both. So now you have a man that's saying that if she wanted to do it, that's what he guesses he would have to do that. What if you didn't want to do it? Would you still do it knowing that that's something that she wants to do?
I once again. So in that situation, if I don't want to partake in it, I would still probably watch.
Really?
Right. So if she still wanted to do it and I didn't want to do it, I still would watch.
Suppose your woman wanted to do it with another man, would you watch?
No.
See,
why do you keep bringing? Listen,
because I'm trying to
nothing with man and threesome, whatever.
I didn't say threesome.
Nothing with
your
man.
comment the comment that you just stated was.
You know how you say you will walk out? If my woman came to me and asked me to watch another man
have sex with her,
I'm gone.
That's your breaking point.
That's your man for now. Whoever you ask, that's going to be your man.
But if she comes home and watches you with another woman, it's okay?
Yes. I'm a man. I will hope that's what she love about me, that my man is a man and he's not going. I think that's playing with fire. And I think if a woman even had the nerve to ask a man that, it's something she see in him that she thinks low key that he would love to have another man.
I think
in the because there's not too many women out here will have the nerve to ask their man to bring another man. I truly believe she sees something in him and she gonna see if he's gonna cross that line, because it's something about him that she figured he down with another man being in his bedroom.
I don't think it, but see, that's the thing. You keep relating two men and a woman as having some type of either being bisexual or undercover gay, and it's not necessarily that. There are a lot of men. So I don't know if my mother is watching, and I'm sorry. There's a lot. there is a lot of porn that I have seen where there are men.
And I bet you when you Google it, it's called gangbang.
No, there is a term for it.
You go to www.ebonygangbang.com.
No, it's called There are a series of porn where a man likes to watch his woman being another man, and it's called cuckold.
Okay.
Did you know that?
Yes.
Okay.
The
So
CUCKO. Yes.
yes.
And a
So
lot of times in
so
them books,
that man is not even interacting with the man or
but
the woman. He's
but
just
if
watching.
you ever have seen that, because I know one time I came across somebody tried to, let me tell you, and when you watch that kind, the woman is always degrading that man. It's never,
No.
yes, listen, if you watch Cuckold, whatever she said, it's not for to show that man, the man that's watching, to be strong enough. It's always to make fun of him, to talk about him, to say, because it's always most of the time a black man and it's always a Caucasian. And most of the time she's showing you, look what this black man is doing, you punk, you
Now
weak,
I
you
agree with
this.
that, but
And
the
you know
ones
it.
that,
You know.
some of the ones that I've seen, yes, they do that. I have also seen ones where the man is sitting back and he is watching and he is pleasuring himself while he is watching his wife or
And
woman
man, why you keep leaving the
have.
man out? You keep
I
saying
haven't
watching his wife.
because I haven't finished. Thank you. He is watching his wife be pleasured by another man, and he is pleasuring himself watching his wife.
And man, quit leaving and man out. You keep
Well,
saying his wife.
obviously, she's
So
getting. She's.
obviously, please say that. He's sitting back watching his
If I just
wife
said that he's
and
watching his
man.
wife be pleased by another man, obviously that man is pleasing his wife, but he is not pleasing himself by what the man is.
How you know that? Did you
How
ask
do
him?
you know that he is?
That's common
Did you
sense. He's
ask? No, it's
watching.
not common sense.
So he
No, it's
zooms the
not.
man out and just focuses on his wife.
Some people can tunnel vision like that and just watch their woman and just enjoy it.
For somebody who never had a threesome,
Don't worry about how I know.
you know
Don't worry about how I
that
know.
this can happen. You
So
know she ain't never had one. So how is you telling me what's
So
gonna
we're
go
gonna
on if you
keep
never had?
reading.
So if you was to have one, you know what I know what kind she wants.
You don't know what kind of.
We know what you're going for.
You don't
if
know
have
what
a
I'm going
threesome.
for.
Oh, you going for the two?
No, you don't know that.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
You going for the
You don't
plumber
know that.
and your husband
You don't know that.
in the same room.
You don't know that.
That's
And
right.
you can't say that.
The fireman, and the plumber. One swinging,
You
one
know
coming through the
what?
window, talking about he gonna
One
put out the
thing
fire.
that I love about being in pit life is the relationship that I have with my brothers, and writing once again where my brothers are ganging up on me. Like I don't understand. I really feel like
I want to run this. I want to see how you did your statistics. I want us to put this out, and next show we just gonna start off. We're not gonna go deep into it. I want to see how many agree with you.
here's one right here. Fifi Jeffrey. She said it
Hey,
would have to
Fifi.
be, yeah, she said it would have to be a foursome with her because she doesn't interact sexually with another female. So in that instance,
So she want to swap. In other words, that's
no,
swapping.
she's not. No, well,
Right, that's a swap.
but no, swapping means that I'm taking that man that belongs to that woman and I'm going to have him and she can have mine.
Right.
That's a swap. But if all of them at some point, if she is pleasured by both her friend's man and her man, and he's
That's
pleasuring,
not a foursome. You keep taking the numbers and changing it. That's a
I'm not
threesome.
changing it.
A foursome.
Okay, but there's still two men and a woman. There's still two men and two women. So in your definition of a swap, we are switching places. Okay. I'm saying that in a foursome, according to what she's talking about,
She's saying she couldn't
can
get
be
pleased by a
pleasured.
woman.
She can be
Just by a
pleasured
man.
by both men, and the other female can be pleasured by both men.
Okay. This is what I'm
So
saying.
that's not a
I
foursome.
just look at it, it's all got to connect. Like it's all when you do this is like I'm trying to
If
explain
you
this
do a
like
threesome in a triangle, however you put it, you can put a man at the top and two women. It's still all connected. You can put a woman at the top and two men. It's still all connected. Interact, and that's what I think
I
you're
wish
getting.
we had the definition of threesome.
You want to find the definition of threesome?
We
I don't
don't
think we have
today.
time.
We're gonna bring I want the definition
Are we gonna
of
do
what they
a? Are
call
we gonna do a part
threesome.
two?
Yes. I think next week. I think we need to come back with this.
We're gonna revisit this.
And I want to be able to get. We're gonna try to get two guests.
We
So
should.
whoever
We should
wants
get
to
a female.
We want a female and
We
a
should.
male.
Okay, so here's what we need to do. We need to get a female that agrees with me. We need to get a male that agrees with you.
I
Is
don't
that
think-
what we want?
Hey, if
Or
we
do
could
you
get
want
it-
to vice versa? We can get a female that agrees with you. And we can get a male that agrees
I
with
don't
me.
want no bisexual men on the show.
We didn't say anything about bisexual. What?
With you. I know she hates that. But once again, we want to thank y'all for tuning in to Pit
Yes.
Life Radio. Don't forget, this Saturday, August 25th. Where you gonna
Yes,
be?
we're going to be at the Rita Center, 2805 West First Street in Blue Island from 12 p.m. to 7 p.m. We are giving out book bags. We're having food. We've got the bouncy house. We've got face painting. We've got boxing. We've got the boys
Mhm.
and Girl Scouts. We've got 3-on-3 tournaments. We've got
You
softball. We've
got
got
prayers. You
We've
got
got prayers. We've
nicety. You
got
got.
nicety. We've
Hey,
got
we're gonna be
animal. We've got
there.
pit life. We've got
We're gonna be
everybody.
there. We're
So
gonna be there.
yes,
And don't
Thursday we're
forget this
gonna.
Thursday,
Yes,
just in case you haven't had a chance to donate, or if you still find it in your heart so you want to give more, we
yes.
still will be accepting donations this Thursday at Raven's Place. That's 130 31 Western Avenue. We would love to have you come on out. Meet me there by 7. Get your free drink from Prayers. You
Get you
get your
50
50-cent
cent wings.
wings.
50 cent wings.
Everybody let them 50-cent
Everybody love
wings.
those 50 cent wings. And ladies and gentlemen, they're only from 7 to 8. So do not come there at 8:30 getting mad because your free drink is not available and your wings cost money.
And we want to thank everybody who keeps tuning in to us on every
Yes.
Tuesday. This is Pit Life Radio at IntellectualRadio.com. We see you next week.
Else.
Else.
And in this morning, I need my whole that soul back.